It's Bad Boy Shah in the house. What's up, brother?
Sir, how are you? It's so good to see you.
It's always wonderful to see you. I have never ever met a Playboy model except in the magazine covers. Yeah. Was the myth improved upon? Was the myth shattered when you met the lady? What's her name? What Romero?
Rose Romero.
Rose Romero. So it's not even Rose. It's Rose Romero.
Rose Romero.
So what kind of a girl is she like? I'm sorry, I'm not getting to the music first.
Let's get down to business. I think the myths are true, and that's all I can say.
No, because the whole deal is because you're so huge. I know that probably a few tens of thousands of followers will get added upon to her Instagram account, because I didn't know who she was till I went on to her Insta.
Yeah.
And I said, my God, she's in Badshah's video, she's hot, who is she, and this and that. Who cast her? Was it you? Was it Sony Music?
It was me.
How did that flow? Yeah.
It was me.
Where did you see her?
So we were in talks with Marlon Pena, the director of the video, and he was sending me a lot of options. And when I say a lot, it was actually a lot, because he was pissed, virtually pissed by the end of. He was like, I was like, no, I'm still not able to find the right lady for the video. And then he sent this picture. He was like, okay, there's one girl that I want you to look at, and I was like, that's it, she's the one. I was like, okay, but she's like a Playboy one. I was like, but that's the one. Because I've got a line, Shakal hai Indian, body Latina, so it had to go with that. And she fit the description perfectly.
And bro, that's a very telling lyrical comment, because if you look at what's happening in Bombay, the modeling and the acting industry, especially the girls who are doing all the ads, is full of Latinas. Yeah, there are Brazilian girls, there are South American girls, because that a lot of the South American girls look like Punjabi kudis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And the market is being flooded by them.
Oh wow.
The Indian actresses are not very happy with that.
Well, no comments.
Just a background on Marlon. I mean, what has he done before for people who are living under a rock and don't know?
Oh wow, Marlon is like one of the best video directors for the Latin music industry. He's worked with some of the biggest artists. I mean, he's worked with J Balvin, he's worked with Daddy Yankee. He's actually shot Con Calma, the video that garnered over like 1 billion views. The new Daddy Yankee hit, and that's how I found. So I saw the video for Con Calma, and I was like, what an amazing energy. And then like every Indian, I searched for his Instagram and DM'd him, Marlon Pena, and he was kind enough to reply, and then we got on and the conversation started. Then we went to LA, and then we shot the video for like 2 days.
So did you send him samples of the album, or did you send samples of videos?
I sent him
you've
the
done?
song.
Yeah.
I sent him the song. This is the song that I wanted to shoot the video for. Of course, I sent him the YouTube links of my work, and he was pretty impressed. He was actually pretty impressed by the videos of Mercy, and she was like they're big videos, and he was actually very down to earth. He said, thank you for giving me this opportunity, because I see that you shot bigger videos. I was like, that's just you being humble, bro. Yeah, he's a good guy.
And what everybody, all your fans, in me particular, what I love about you is I can put you in any milieu, man, and you can just be yourself. You're so comfortable in it. I can take you to a chai ka theka, you're comfortable. I can put you on an English radio show, you can speak in English, and I can talk to you about international music, and you'll be there. We can put you in the Jat heartland. We'll come to grandfather, and you can be that. So in that aspect, I know that you can morph into anything the situation demands. But this video's got that Latino vibe.
Yeah.
Where did you film? Was it LA, Miami? Where
it
was
was
it?
LA. We were like confused between LA and Miami, but we went for LA because it's got more chilled out vibes, and the dances, they were like pretty sick. So we stuck with LA because of various things. But yeah, I think that's what I want to be. I mean, I want to be comfortable with everything, and I think the best way to be that is to just be yourself. I think if you're being yourself, I think you can fit in anywhere. And that is what my vision also is. I mean, if you put me in a Chinese music festival, I still, I want to make people dance. If you put me in a Latino music festival, I want to be a performer there. So the vision of being a global artist, I think that's a part of my personality. Yeah.
And musically, usual collaborators, Aditya Dev, who's done
Of course,
lyrics.
Aditya Dev, of course, Aditya Bhaiya, I've worked with him, and he's my sound engineer.
He's your soul brother, man.
He's my soul brother, and he's amazing. He's amazing. So he's mixed and mastered the song, and I mean, of course, the way he treats my voice, I don't think anyone else can. Yeah, he's the magician.
And lyrics are by you yourself? Yeah?
Everything is, yeah.
Let's have a couple of lines, please.
देख के तुझको आए पसीना, शक्ल है इंडियन, बॉडी लटीना, चिकनी चमेली, कट कटरीना, सच बोला तो शाहरुखेश का कमीना, तूने यूथ किया बर्बाद है, तू एक नंबर बाकी तेरे बाद है, टीचर के लेक्चर याद ना हो तुझे, बादशाह के गाने सारे याद हैं, रहने दे बेटे रहने दे, तेरे हाथ न आने वाली है, गाल गुलाबी नैन शराबी, मुंह पे गाली है, ये लड़की पागल है पागल है पागल है पागल है.
And in that aspect, it's about a girl who's nuts in a beautiful way, isn't it?
Of course. I mean, she's crazy. So वो आगे कहता भी है, like a singer, she want a boyfriend, she's a bad girl, she got bad friends, she got one life, she's living it up. She don't give a, I mean, she's crazy. You don't want to mess with her. Yeah, you don't want to mess with her, and that's how girls are these days. You don't want to, they're independent.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I mean, they're crazy in their own way, and I think that's how you should be.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time they kicked us in our butt.
Never mind.
So, one day shoot and wrapped up, or did you do some patchwork?
It's a 2-day shoot, and very quick with editing, very impeccable as well, because he's a great guy. He's got a great team.
But I've got to say this, that you look at somebody like Rose Romero, and then you would expect her to expose, and you go totally sexy and sultry. You haven't done that, and she is sensual in the video, but she's not exposing too many body parts. Yeah. Was that on purpose, so that you want family audiences also to enjoy your music?
Of course, and I think you can be sexy without exposing. I think
totally.
It's the attitude. And of course, that was also a conscious decision. I mean, I've got families watching the videos. I've got kids watching. Kids are like some of the biggest fans that I have. So I want to have maximum viewing. But then again, she's got such a personality. I mean, if she can light up the frame just by being there, just by standing there. Very nice girl, very humble girl, and very professional.
Great. Yeah. And your outfit, was it predominantly Balenciaga that you love?
I'm actually it was just a shirt that was Balenciaga. I didn't wear a lot of Balenciaga. There was a lot of LV this time, Louis Vuitton, and there was a lot of Louis Vuitton this time. Yeah, I was actually shopping in New York for. I wanted a jacket, so I was in New York and I went to the LV boutique there, and so it was like. I'm looking for something that's exclusive, that's really stands out. And the guy was like, "Oh, what do you do?" I was like, "I'm a rapper." Okay, and I told him I'm a rapper and I want to shoot a music video. Oh, what's your name? He was like, "What's your Instagram?" I told him my Instagram. Like, whoa!
You must have fallen off your chair.
You better come with me. I'm gonna give you something that no one has. And he took me to this place where the new stock was there. It wasn't given out to anyone. So he was like, "Bro, this is exclusive. No one has worn this. So if you wear this, it's gonna be exclusive." So he gave me a jacket, the orange jacket. That was exclusive. So he gave it to me. Thank you, man.
That's quite cool. Diljit was telling me the other day when he was here for Arjun Patiala, I was saying that now he's reached a point when he's got these select store owners who send him advance copies.
Yeah.
And say, boss, this is before it hits the market. And you've got to do that, because at the end of the day, the business requires that. You to be one step ahead.
No, I don't think it's the business. I think it's just our competition, our little competition between myself, Diljit, and Karan sir. Just being honest. So yeah, I mean, just little information. I think everything that the LV does in India, it comes to me first. I have the first right of refusal. Yeah.
Badshah 1, Diljit nil.
No, Diljit Bhai, I think he gets stuff from Gucci, but then again, Gucci doesn't make a lot of my size. So this is actually Gucci. Yeah.
Correct. And in that aspect, I like the fact that, this particular one, you've taken to a global hit.
Yes.
And you've also broken a world record, which is, what is it, 75 million plus in 24 hours?
Yeah, but that is. But I think the fact that, I was on my way to the studio in the morning, and I woke up. I got videos from Istanbul. I got videos from Canada. I got videos from Australia and London. I got videos from there was a video with this flag. I don't know what country the flag was. So I'm getting these videos from all around the world. So I think it's truly spread, and for me it's happened the quickest with this song, because it's just been 4 days today, and on Saturdays it was playing everywhere in the club. So I think it's bizarrely great.
I have a feeling why that has happened, because there's this whole wave of Luis Fonsi, J Balvin, of that Latino hook, and you've taken that and you've made it your own.
Yeah.
So there are lots of people around the globe going, oh, it sounds Balvin Fonsi, but it's not. Who's this guy?
In fact,
and your fans obviously love it.
So Balvin actually heard the song, and he loved the song. He heard the song, and he told Marlon that he loves the song. Snake also, Snake sent a fire emoji on the teaser of the song. So these guys, I'm hugely inspired by Balvin, because what he's done with himself and the Latin music industry, I think that's amazing, and that's what I aspire to do, man. Yeah.
No, because if you look at the past decades, and Enrique started off that way, but he went just more mainstream. International.
Yeah.
The thing with Balvin is that he stayed true to his roots.
Yeah, I think props to Balvin and Yankee. They haven't compromised with the language, and and that is why probably, and every time you see Balvin, he's always saying Latino gang. He's always bringing up his own people, which is the way to be. I mean, you can't forget your roots. I mean, props to Diljit for that as well, because he hasn't forgotten his roots. He's doing it in Punjabi. He's always, like, no matter what he wears, he's that true heartland boy from Punjab. Yeah.
Man, your acting chops are very, very good, brother. I haven't seen the film, but if the trailer and the teasers are anything to go by, and Sonakshi was here sitting in the same chair as you were sitting, saying you have no idea how good this guy is.
No one has no idea.
So what's he called in the film? In Khandaani Shafakhana.
Yeah, the film is called Khandaani Shafakhana. Her name is Baby Bedi. Chucha is playing.
Everybody calls him only Chucha.
Yeah,
nobody calls him Varun.
Varun is playing Bhushit, Baby Bedi's brother, and I'm playing Gabrug Attack.
Gabrug Attack.
The singer
who has a bit of a sexual issue, which Sonakshi helps him out with.
Yes. It's a mutual deal that they strike.
And there's a very cool line that says that in the Punjab, there are only two things that matter. What are they? Repeat that line.
Babes, Punjab की दो चीजें बहुत मशहूर हैं, पटियाला पैग और गबरू अटैक.
So, I mean, it's interesting that, it's a major part, and you would choose a part which takes the piss out of yourself, which means you're turning around and saying, I'm not going to take myself too seriously. And I love you even more for that, man.
So this is something that I had to do, and this is probably the 11th time I'm telling this story. I was offered Lust Stories, Vicky Kaushal's role, taking the piss again. I was offered Good News, Diljit Paji's role, taking the piss again. They can't conceive a child. And then I was offered this, another sexual disorder film. I was like, I let me break the jinx, man. Let me just get out of it. So yeah, a bit of a dilemma.
Yeah, and Sona is wonderful, isn't she? I mean, it's just she's a great gal, man.
Oh man, touch wood. I mean, you know, you really rarely find such people in this industry, and I have no words. I think I'll always fall short of words, you know, because every time I meet her, she's more wonderful. She's an amazing person, and the whole team, Ravi sir. I mean, Mrig Baji, the director,
Migdeep Lamba.
Migdeep Lamba, not the director, the producer, Shilpi ma'am, the director, Varun, and Sonakshi, the family.
And what I love is that she says that she's buddies with you, but she says at one level she's a fangirl of the Punjabi pop movement.
Yeah.
She says, you look at my playlist, it'll have all these guys. It'll have Guru, and it'll have Badshah, and it'll have Diljit.
She actually posted a video yesterday. She was skipping, and the song was Paagal.
And you took a picture of that.
Yeah, and the Paagal was playing in the background. So she's just out there, sir.
Yeah.
She's out there.
Totally. Now we'll come to the Haryana Jat land, and the fact that so much has been written about the Khap Panchayats and how Haryana has discriminated against women and this and that. And Grandfather as a song makes a very, very strong statement, and I like that it's the complete opposite of what Paagal is. It's shot really rough, maybe even like it looks as though it was shot on an iPhone or something like that, and you're just very real. There are no tropes of the big music video, and it sends out a really important message. So where did that one come from?
It was it's a song that my my Chachaji ka beta has written, and so I just had this line in my mind. Dada knew kya kya tha, like we all loved all of us brothers. One of them is sitting here. We all loved our grandfather and like really fond of him. So he wrote the line, and so all of these guys you see in the video, they are like my real brothers. So yeah, just an ode to what he instilled in our families and in our minds. So I think it was more like a tribute to my roots, and that's what he said, and that's what I wrote. Simple. That's what we sang. Yeah.
And where did you film it? Did you actually go into the ancestral village?
Yeah, that's where it is.
What is it called? And where?
Kalsi. It's
Kalsi.
in Haryana. It's near Nilokheri, district Karnal. It's called Kalsi. There's actually a board outside. Actually says "Ye Badshah ka gaon hai."
Oh.
Which is, we didn't film that. We didn't want to. Yeah. But yeah.
I know there's some things that you are low-key about, but that's beautiful. That's wonderful. So for the English audiences, explain the message of your grandfather that you.
It was just, just live with integrity, and just be honest, and respect girls, which is very important. Because he always he was a visionary. He's like respect girls. So even this. So when my mom, she got married with my dad, of course, when she came to the village. So that dupatta gungan thing.
Yeah.
So my dadaji was like, you don't need to.
Wow.
It's like, how will you see if you have a gungan on? How will you see if you have a gungan on? So it was just small things, like just stay humble, stay rooted. And but still have the self-respect. Yeah, that's it.
I always feel that maybe our grandparents are more progressive than our parents. It's almost as though, yeah.
Sir, I'll tell you, I think our grandparents were really, really progressive. Then the generation of our parents, which did a good job probably by raising us. Then us, but I think the Gen Z kids who were born after '95. They are like really sorted. You won't believe. I actually met a lot of them. I actually have read a lot of studies. They're very sorted. They know when their parents are wrong, but they don't tell them that that's sorted. The only problem that they face is, of course, social anxiety, right? But they're like really sorted. So this generation, the Gen Z, and our grandparents. They're like intellectually at the same level, which is
It
surprising.
missed us.
It missed us. It definitely missed us. Definitely missed us. I think Bollywood got to us.
And two other massive ones which are in the news are Koka and Sheher Ladki. And I don't know Ravina ma'am that well that I can message her, but I messaged Sunil Anna when I saw him in that video, and I said, "Man, you've turned back time. How cool is he when he gets off and does his whole
When he
swag
came to
thing?"
the set, of course, there's a lot of picture being clicked. When he came to the set, every single guy went to him. Every single girl went to him and
Took a selfie.
Yeah, took a selfie. He was mobbed. It was a situation. He's such an amazing guy. And of course, Ravina ma'am, like she's fire. She's fire. I mean, I love Diana. But even Diana was like, here she is. But yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that you've got both these chart busters banging in the clubs.
I told them I'm not
both
gonna.
Koka and Sheher Ladki.
I'm not gonna shoot.
Tanishq. This is Tanishq.
Tanishq, of course. Both of the songs are by Tanishq. I told them if they don't come, if Anna and Ravina ma'am don't come, I won't shoot the video. I told them. Like, you have to get them because we are gonna get a lot of galis. Let's get some likes. Let's get these legends. Let's validate this song. Yeah.
And Koka is the kind of track I know that you probably went into the studio to do and you said, "Boss, ye super hit." I mean, there's nothing that can stop it.
Sir,
or is it the
no.
opposite?
I was like,
Why?
I wasn't really convinced. I don't know. That it happens with me.
One of those days.
One of those days. Maybe. I don't know. Tanishq, he keeps changing his songs. He keeps changing his production. So when the final product came, I was like, this sounds good. But when I was recording it, I was like, is it actually gonna be a hit? I don't know. Bhushan sir, of course, had a lot of confidence. I pushed for Sheher Ladki because it's one of my favorites. But I think Koka is killing it.
Okay, you're going to do me a couple of lines of Koka, a couple of lines of Sheher Ladki. Let's do it. That boy shine out.
Koka के तो मुझे lyrics ही नहीं याद. खोल ले lyrics.
That's fair enough. Yeah. Even we, lots of times as radio presenters, we don't know, we're supposed to do some voiceovers, get them on air. There's no, we have to refer to our phones. So do the Sheher Ladki till then, till they really gets the Koka out.
आँख
How
में लगे पूछे आँख लड़ा के पूछे आँख में लगे पूछे हाय हाँ भई आँख एक बार प्लीज हाँ.
Okay, I'm going to continue the interview. Whenever it comes in, we're going to break for that, yeah?
Okay.
A travel destination you went to over the last few months, or the last couple of years, and you said, "Wow, this is amazing."
Maldives.
What did you do there? Did you dive like Pariniti and things like that, or did you just sack on the beach?
Water sports. But it's just so amazing. I mean, it's just so beautiful. It's calm. It's beautiful, and I don't know. It just overwhelmed me. The vastness, the hospitality of the resort was too good as well. But I think and I'm really excited to go back again. This time with the whole family and all. Cool and all. Yeah.
Afroz Shah is a UN ambassador. He's cleaning up Versova Beach in Andheri. And he says that he and his team, whenever they clean up Versova Beach of all the plastic just keeps coming back. So, what's happening in the Badshah house, in the Sisodia house? How are you trying to save the planet? What are the small things that you're doing in terms of water, electricity?
We of course save electricity. That's something I was coming to. We've got solar electricity.
Super. You got the panels on your roof,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. It's mandatory in Chandigarh, so we're doing that. We of course save electricity. I think that is our part. But I live in Chandigarh, so we really care about our environment. We don't use plastic, and we really take care of a city and take care of our city. And I think if everyone does that in their own respective cities, I think it's going to be very easy. Yeah.
We're doing something called Run with Radio 1. We're telling people to do some cardio, whether it's walking or it's running, starting with me, of course. Look at me. What's your cardio routine? Do you go on the treadmill or do you go outside?
No, I go. And it's been a month, and I've been following it religiously. Even if I'm in Maldives, I wake up, I go to the gym, I run for like 45-50 minutes. I do cardio. So basically, my goal is to burn 600 or 700 calories, and I do it every day. I mean, people who follow me on Instagram know, like, I've been putting stories every day. Look up the Apple Watch, and I think it's an amazing product. I think you should. I think it encourages you. Any sort of number encourages you, and I think it's a brilliant initiative run with Radio 1. I think.
Do you do the interval fast slow, or you just do a constant pace?
I do the interval. I don't exhaust myself to the limit that I don't want to come back the next day. But there's a certain heart rate that you have to keep in order for you to burn fat and not just burn calories. So I keep that in mind.
What's your favorite decade in terms of music, in terms of fashion? The 90s, yeah?
90s.
Why do you say that?
Retro. The original retro. Let me tell you something interesting. This is what I find interesting. I think a lot of 60s, 70s, and even 80s songs were Western inspired. Because I know, Dada used to go to all these places and get those vinyls and sample them. And then again, 2000 is again Western inspired. But the 90s are the actual Bollywood sound. The time of Nadeem Shravan, Anand Milan, Jatin Lalit. They were the authentic Bollywood sound. The melodies. That music is nothing like anything else in the world. Everything else is something like something else in the world. But the Sajan, the Dilwale,
even the smaller ones, Phir Teri Kahani Yaad Aayi,
it's not small, it's like huge. Every song is Bollywood. That is Bollywood. Everything else sounds like something else. So I think 90s is the most definitive, and I'm blessed because I get the sense of melody because I've heard these songs, because I've listened to these songs.
And you were also cued into the 90s black rap movement in the US, weren't you?
Yeah.
And the black movement which became the white movement with Eminem.
Yeah. And the R&B, the 90s R&B, the authentic R&B, which blew up in the 2000s with the Shanti and Mario. I mean, it's beautiful. I think I don't know, but every generation thinks that their songs were cool, but I think these were really cool.
Brother, let's do some Koka. Bad boy shot in the house. What is your password to unlock the phone?
Dun, 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 dun. हो दिल वाली गल कर ले, हो जा मेरा हाथ फड़ ले, होया जा मेरे नाल नच ले, किसने तुझको रोका, हो कन्नी डायमंड चुमके, ओ सोना जैसा तेरे ठुमके, हो गल मेरी जाई सुन के, तुझे रब ने बनाया अनोखा, ना तड़पा बेबी कर दे तू हाँ मेरा कर दे जीना सौखा, कोका तेरा कुछ कुछ कहंदा नी कोका, तेरा कुछ कुछ कहंदा नी लहंगा, तेरा लुट पुट लहंदा नी कोका. You know what the master stroke was? Getting Jassi Paji to sing the original role. It just takes you there.
That's the 90s, man. Dil le gayi kudi, Koka. Badshah, we love you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Interviews with you are riveting. I can't move away from the present moment, and that's what you do to me. I mean, it's fantastic.
A lot of people tell me my interviews are boring.
What rubbish.
Yeah. No, I'm being honest.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
Love
you,
you.
sir.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.